Okay, let's take a look at this present value example. Again, this is one example dealing with the time value of money. All right, I'll read the question that you see in front of you. If you want $50,000 to use as a down payment 5 years from now, and you expect to earn 8% on your money, how much money should you put away today so that it will be worth $50,000 5 years from now? Okay, now I've worked a little bit of this ahead of time, just to save on the typing. So let me jot in some numbers. First off, bring this color to life. We need to know what the future value is, and the future value is that $50,000 amount, right? We're saving for a house, it looks like, and saving for a down payment for a home, and we need $50,000 5 years from now. So that's our future value. Next, we need to know what the interest rate is. And in this case, they tell us it's 8%. And if a problem doesn't indicate anything else, you assume that that's the annual rate. And in most cases, the interest rate is always stated as an annual rate. Okay, then we need to figure out what are the number of periods, which is you use the variable n to represent number of periods. Interest rate usually is the letter I. So the number of periods we know is 5 years from now, so we enter the 5. And then what we need to solve for is the present value. How much is equivalent to $50,000 5 years from now if we put it away now? Okay, and I'm going to type in the present value formula, and I'll type in equal PV. And then I hit the left paren, and I could enter it all right here, but instead I'll hit the formula bar up here. It will bring up a function argument, and then we can start filling in the various functions. So the rate is given by what's in that cell right there. The number of periods is 5. So we'll fill that in. The payment amount is really 0. Now we could enter 0 like that, and that's acceptable, but I prefer actually just to leave it off. And the future value is $50,000, and I think that's everything we need. Now it'll ask what's the type of this. Is the payment at the beginning or the end of the period? In this case, we're assuming that the payment is made at the end of the period. We want to know how much do we need to put away and what will it be worth at the end of 5 years, so we can leave that off. Or you could make it 0, and we hit OK, and we get our answer, which is a negative number, and that's because it assumes the $50,000 will be an inflow, so we have to give up the use of $34,000 today. And the easiest way to flip that is just change the formula here. Instead of making that an equal, you can make it a minus sign, turns it to a positive number. And there's our answer. If you want to put away $50,000 at the end of 5 years, and that's why it is the end applies, and we could leave 0 in that last term, we need to have $34,029.16 put away today. Okay, thanks everyone.